Hello all, I'm running slow, so I'm going to get a social media message out as long as I can figure this stuff out. Hey, I was a poet and didn't know it. Huh. Yes, full of bad dad jokes. That is not... can never find... things I'm looking for. There it is. Copy text. Go over here to social medias. Then we're going to, I love it when it gets rid of, why would you do that? I want to make a post, thank you. Remember, content is king. Oh, and I think I put out via Discord that we were going to be doing it on Wednesday, but I'm not doing it on Wednesday, I'm doing it today. So we go back into Discord and be like, hey, no, it is today. Okay. Jeez. It has been fun times. So, if you don't know who we are, I am the chief librarian for Alexandria RPG. Most every Monday, we do a little RPG roundup for what's been going on in news and what's been going on in like crowdfunding stuff. And then once we transition from like crowdfunding and new releases type things, I'll go over stuff that's been donated or stuff the library has picked up, and then we go into crowdfunding stuff. So let's get underway. I'm just going to start pitching this every week. You can go to Level Up Dice, and if you search for Alexandria RPG, you can buy our dice puck. So we get a percentage every time one of these sells. So what they do is every month, at the end of the month, they see, if there was one made or if there was 500 made. They'll make however many were made, they'll send them out, and then once a quarter, we get basically almost like a royalty, but it's a donation to the library. So Level Up does all the heavy lifting for us. They took our logo and cleaned it up a little bit for their stuff. They made the dice look super awesome, and they're weighted properly. They're anodized aluminum. They feel so good, and they're just a blast to play with. And it looks like everybody can hear me. Okay, so if you want to get some awesome dice and support the library, you can order some of these. There have been a few sold through the library or through Level Up to help us out. Let's see, 1 minute till Twitch gives an ad. Okay, so tomorrow, Palladium and Eastman and Laird are re-releasing the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles RPG. I usually don't hype a pre-release or anything like that, but this is one of the greatest RPGs of all time. It's been out of print forever. I like to think in my little world that because I've talked to both Kevin Eastman and Kevin Symbieta, the gentleman behind Palladium, about this game over the last couple of years, that maybe that sparked some interest to do this. And super awesome. I'm glad. I believe, if I remember correctly, it's coming back as all of the supplements and everything in 2 books. Hang on a second. Well, we get an ad. Let's see what the ad is. Oh, I don't see an ad. It told me there was an ad. Liars. Okay. I guess maybe I'm just not important enough to get an ad. Just told me that there was one. Okay, so let's see if it actually. So this came out on they announced it on the 13th. So the original book was released in '85, and it was great because the really cool thing with this was it was like the first first thing that they had done outside of the comics. And talking to Kevin Eastman a little over a year ago. Oh, now it does say I got an ad. Oh man, do I love. Okay. Yeah. Oh, hey, Blue. Hey, that's the cat food I use for my cats. And they're Beneful's. Oh, I got Blue. I always like to see the stupid ads. Okay. So, like I was saying, in 1985, this was the first product being put out for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles past the comic books. That's why if you look at the covers of the books, the cover of the original Ninja Turtle RPG book, it is all in. All the turtles have red bandanas because that's what they all initially have. And from what I understand, let's see. The Kickstarter campaign launching October 31st will offer a host of mind-blowing Kickstarter exclusives: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle miniatures based on the role-playing game, dice sets, variant book covers, art prints by legacy Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle creators, a card deck, and more, including a special stretch goal to entice role-playing fans and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle fans alike. All products ship 2024. So, if I got everything correct, it's not just the core game, it's everything that they released in 2 books. And what I'm hoping is this does gangbusters. I hope it, nothing against Avatar, because I do love the Avatar world, but I really hope that this does as well or better than Avatar did, and I hope it really stimulates Turtles and everybody to get back on board to put out another, go back and update all the rules and everything, and then put out something new. Oh God, I would love that. So I would like everybody to support this. One, love the Turtles. I remember talking my parents into carrying it back in the day when we had a comic book store, and almost wasn't allowed to suggest anything else for a while because it took ages for us to sell through the original Turtles books. And my dad thought it was he's like, this is one of those things. It's either going to catch on or it isn't. And the initial 4 books almost didn't catch on in a lot of places. Some places they sold out real quick. Where we were at, just nothing. And then all of a sudden, just bam, everybody went turtle crazy the next year. So I'm excited to see this back. I really want people to support this IP. Kevin Eastman's an awesome guy. Kevin Symbieta that runs Palladium is an awesome guy, and there's going to be I'm backing this as soon as it launches tomorrow with my own money. So super excited. Also, if you like Palladium, every year they do Christmas surprise packages. So $60 plus shipping gets you $100 or more of Palladium goodies from your wish list. So you can go make a wish list, and then you buy a $60 Christmas surprise package, and you'll get more than $100 worth of stuff. So it's really cool because it allows you to it allows you to pick up some really cool stuff that you want to extend your Palladium collection, or maybe get into Palladium for the first time. And they do this every Christmas. It's pretty cool. I dig Palladium because it is a bonkers world. So, okay. I thought this was neat. So, I get frustrated with how Dungeons & Dragons going. All the news sites wanted to talk about how the new deck of many things. For the Palladium thing. So someone asked, what kind of stuff do you get? So the cool thing with the Christmas surprise package is you create an account, and then you just load up a bunch of stuff on your wish list, and then you when you buy the Christmas surprise package, you pay the $60 plus shipping, and you get at least $100 worth of stuff off of your wish list. So if you have $120 worth of books on your wish list, I don't know exactly what they'll give you, but they'll give you at least $100 worth of stuff off of your wish list. So it's not that they're just grabbing stuff off shelves and packing a box and shipping out to you and go, oh, hey, I already got these. They literally go through, see what you want, and make a package based on that. And I think it's really cool because if you're buying $100 worth of stuff off their website, you'd buy $100 plus shipping. So they're giving you $40 off of $100 worth of stuff on your wish list. So you could, I know somebody who's got a giant wish list over there. He's probably got a $500 or $600 wish list, and he just goes every quarter, buys like one book or something like that. And the books are pretty cheap for what's when you're looking around. Because like go over to like here After the Bomb, the core book is $27. If you get the bonus hardcover edition, it's $55, and then you get Roadhogs, so it's $14. The book 5, Mutants and Avalon. So what's funny is so After the Bomb was one of the books on the old Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles system. And when they no longer had the license for that, they turned the system into After the Bomb, and then Roadhogs, Mutants of Avalon, Mutants of the Yucatan, and the Mutants Down Under were all Turtles RPGs. So these were all originally done in 85, 86, and they've updated them some since then. But it's really cool. So I mean, if you have, say you have the Roadhogs and you already have the After the Bomb core book, but you don't have the other 4 books, you could throw those in your want list. I almost forgot Mutants in Orbit. So you could throw all those on there, and that's still not $100. Let's see. No, that's not. It's like 60, 70, $60 or something like that. So you could still pick some more books and just get your want list up over $100, and then go do the Christmas surprise package, and they just go through like, okay, account number, Alexander RPG. They gave us $60. Let's pull these books, and that's roughly $100 or a little more. And they may, depends on who's working the warehouse, you might get an extra book or two, and they're super cool. I really love this company because they do stuff like this. Yeah, all your items are handpicked by Kevin Symbieta from your wish list, all with autographs from Kevin and available staff members if you request them. So that's even cooler. I forgot that they did this. For many of you, this is the only way to get autographs from Palladium staff and freelance artists and writers. So yeah, if the people are available, Kevin's awesome. Like the first year I talked to him, I'd met him once prior to doing stuff at the library, and he just asked what we didn't have, and then just started pulling stuff off the shelf at Gen Con, and he's like, and then just huge, like 40 tall stack of books, and just signed them all, then drew a little dragon in them. And then I had brought a GM with that was running riffs, and then he was running riffs not with the core book. So I gave him one of the core books I had in the library, and then I took him onto the show floor, and I didn't tell him where I was taking him. I was taking him to meet Kevin, and we walked by one portion of the Palladium booth, and he sees it. He's, oh man, there's Palladium stuff. And I take him around, and he's like, where are we going? And I was like, hey, Kevin. I was like, meet one of my GMs, David. And David about loses it. He was like, what? And then he explained, and he asked Kevin to sign, and he's like, oh man, you're playing with that? And he's like, well, this is just what the library gave me. He goes, I was playing with no core rulebook. He's like, oh God. He goes, you were playing with no book? He's like, well, I had some of the expansion books. And he goes, I knew the core rules. So Kevin grabs a hardcover core rulebook, $50 book, signs it, gives it to him, and he's like, what setting do you run? And he's like, do you need anything out of it? And he pulled like 3 or 4 more books, and he came back with a big old stack of books as well. So Kevin is such a great dude. anybody that tries to speak ill of Kevin or of Palladium, I know way too many people that have amazing stories. A lot of the bad stories that are out there. Hang on a second. A lot of the bad stories out there are from one person who had some bad dealings with Kevin, and it wasn't on Kevin's end. So it's kind of funny to see. RPGdom has been like, oh, I heard bad things about him. It's like, no, you've heard like the same story over and over again because one person got. Hang on a second. One person got to the internet before the other person. So, okay. So, I know I'm pretty hard on D&D and Wizards of the Coast. They do a whole lot of things that frustrate me. In fact, everything in the news this last week has been the delay of the Deck of Many Things. I love the Deck of Many Things, but looking at some of the stuff behind it, one of the people that's writing some of the stuff for this new set with the Deck of Many Things coming out, that individual has not been playing all that long, and there's like 3 different Deck of Many Things that came out in 2nd edition AD&D, because between 89 and 1999. So in 10 years, there was 3 different Deck of Many Things in different settings. And this individual has written a character that created, so this person's like, my character created the Deck of Many Things. It's like, so I find little things like that. No, not yet. I will be doing new donations here in a few minutes. I always get frustrated when people, like, 20, 30 years after the fact come into an IP and then they write a character in that's super important, and it's like, your character wasn't needed. So, this is you can adopt a classroom. You can go through adoptaclassroom.org and work with D&D. They're going to do. They're giving $20,000 worth of stuff. So it's pretty cool. It's a great way to get some material. I'll be honest. D&D, Wizards can afford more than $20,000 on if they were smart. They would be getting so much more stuff out to schools and getting, they should send a core set of their books to every single school library, every high school and middle school out there. And this is available till tomorrow. Okay. This is super awesome. Love Free League, and I absolutely adore Vaesen. So for today and tomorrow, you can download the Vaesen core rulebook off of DriveThruRPG totally free. Mind blown. Super awesome. Love that they're doing it, and it's to promote people to play some horror games on Halloween. So download Vaesen now. Hurry up and learn it, and you can run it tomorrow. Really, the Year Zero engine system is very easy to learn. It's all 6-sided dice. Love Vaesen because there's some great things. When you level up, you can level up your keep. There's a lot of agency put into the player's hands. So it's like if you fail a roll, you can request a re-roll, but then the storyteller gets to put a negative effect on your character till you get back to your base and rest. So the whole time you're going around this haunted house, you're dealing with whatever the negative effect is that's been put on you. It's super awesome. Absolutely love it. And so you're playing, imagine a grown-up version of the Scooby-Doo gang in the late 1800s. Monster Fight 5e presents Smashing Pumpkins. So this is just a fun little add-on for it's a free PDF. So if you want to play something fun tomorrow, you get a reverse pie. See? 12 original plant and construct monsters, 9 festival locations, 3 kobolds in a robe, and 1 pumpkin invasion. Cute, fun, and if you're looking for something that to run tomorrow, here's a good thing. This is from the Scrying Dutchman. Cheap way to support somebody, but this is this is an OSE. It's called the Midnight Squad. So it's for old school essentials and made for Halloween. So if you're an old school essentials person, you can go from 50 cents to $2, or if you want to do more. And then this was one of the friends of the library. Chatted with him a little while back. Basic Action Games is the system. This was what they just released, or what they just did on Kickstarter. So this is their Tome of Intriguing Options for Honor and Intrigue. And he sent us a copy of Honor and Intrigue, and I've been reading through it. It's actually pretty cool. So here's a way to hop into the new stuff, and it's really nice. He's already got a review, and they just released this yesterday, I think. I don't remember. And then let's get to some book donations. So I've had for a while the Dallas RPG, but I made a trade with somebody in Germany for the innards of one of these, because he had the box and a couple pieces. So I sent him some stuff, and sadly the post office, because we could track it, it made it into the US and it made it to Chicago, and then the box disappeared. And it sucks because it was some German games that we wanted, and he was excited to get this. So I finally got another full copy so we can start taking this to events, and I think I'm probably going to play this on stream with some people soon, because it's pretty stupid. I love it. There's lots of cards and stuff inside. They were nice, and they packaged it with some foam. Oh, SPI. Love this company. They did some really cool stuff. So War of the Ring, long time ago. Uh-oh. Did I freeze? I look like I froze. Hang on a second. I have lost video. Huh, that was weird. The question is, Dallas more scripted murder mystery or more freeform? This was before JR was shot, so it's not a murder mystery. It is light role-playing in the Dallas world. And if you know the Dallas RPG, or if you know the Dallas show, you will know that a little better. It was a evening soap opera, a primetime soap opera. Awesome things from SPI back in the day. The Big Red One. The Creature That Ate Sheboygan. I need that game in my life. Here's your rules. I like this because so you had your major characters. The J.R. Ewing's got a power of 9. Jock Ewing has a power of 7. Pamela Barnes Ewing only has a power of 8, or power of 4, excuse me. Then they've got a persuasion, a coercion, a seduction, investigation, and luck. And then the cool thing about this, it's all perforated and can pop apart, because you can pop out all the rules for the different characters. So you can actually pop out the pages. There was a Dallas revival. Oh man, I do remember. So in 2012 to 2014, I remember making fun of they were bringing that show back. Oh, jeez. You're not the GM. You're the script writer. Tell me that's actually not cool. I think that's going to be my new term that I use for all GMs. Here's your rules. And then unpunched cards. I don't know what the cards do. Department of the Interior. Local press. Local government. The Salterio properties of South Padre Island. South Padre Island. That's down in the Gulf Coast, just south near Corpus Christi. Oh God, I knew that. Mwafufu, Mexican American Farm Workers Union, Oil Trade Association, Dallas Clinic, First Republic Bank Shares, the FBI, local police, an anonymous letter. Do you want an anonymous letter from Dallas? I really do need to play this someday. You know what? Maybe for New Year's. Okay, why is my camera? What is going on? Very interesting. Some reason or another, my camera is like, meh, I don't like you today. Okay. From one of our library members, Mr. Enix, who probably knows more about weird, very obscure games than me. I probably have more knowledge about like history of games and stuff like that, but he has knowledge of like some of the most weird, obscure and stuff. Promised Sands. I don't know much about this game. I think I have a couple supplements for this, but I didn't have the core book. For updated Promised Sands using 6S Core, please visit www.harshrealities.org. When was this made? Because it doesn't look all that old. 2003. It's a little old. Wow, it's 20 years old. Jeez. So, see some of the art inside. Maybe. Hide my face and let it try to. Promised Sands. We'll have to dig a little deep. Enix is in the chat, so he said, so Promised Sands is terrible. And then the Vampire's Codex from 20 Eyes Entertainment. That weirdly CG art is so this is a numbered version. Thank you for your support. Number 85 out of 200. When was this from? In the 3,000 years I have witnessed, the number of books in the world has grown to well over 100 million. I love vampire stuff just because it's so often written so awkwardly. It's an early copy with a different cover. When was this? I'm trying to find a date on this. Oh, there's no date in here. But, so apparently it's a very early copy. Vampire's Codex. I know nothing. It's got the fifth Epoch engine. I know nothing about that. That's a very... when it's using a system I haven't even heard, that's extra fun time. Okay, some stuff that we got in from somebody's going to be mailing me preferred. It's one of your preferred alternatives to the World of Darkness. As long as it didn't get everybody dressing up as vampires days after they were playing, I'm cool with it. That was always my problem with the World of Darkness stuff, was I wanted to play the werewolf stuff because I thought werewolves are cool. But everybody I knew played vampire, and I didn't know werewolf was overpowered, and they all stayed in their vampire characters for all the time. So let's see, we've got Victorious from Mike Stewart, as put out by Troll Lord Games. Printed in the United States. Cool. Troll Lords put out some pretty cool stuff over the years. I have not played Victorious. I'm not 100% sure what it runs off of. This is put out in 2016. Oh, it looks like it uses the Castles and Crusades engine, which I really like. The Castles and Crusades stuff. Oh wow, this actually looks pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna have to check this out because I like Castles and Crusades, and this is kind of a steampunky thing. So there we go. That's up my style. And then we've got some expansion stuff for Victorious. So Manifest Destiny, Phantasmagoria. Holy cow! Hey, lackey, crazy weird word, and I pronounced it properly. Rules Britannia. Rule Britannia. Britannia ruled a wave. Hunter and Hunter catalog, and then Night of the Jackals. You can jackals. Lackey pushing back on me. I mess up words. So, for some of you that don't know, I was a narrator in the military. So I was stationed in Washington, D.C., would get these scripts in, and you would have these crazy words and names and my favorite was anybody we got in from Kyrgyzstan, and their name would be 13 letters long and there'd be one vowel, and it's a Y, so it's only sometimes a vowel, and you're staring at it going, I have no clue how to pronounce this, and then you would get a pronunciation guide with the stuff. Well, when I'm sitting here looking at things for the first time, I have no pronunciation guide, and I have to make it up as I go along, and 80% of the time, I'm just like, blah, 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 blah. I got Phantasmagoria. I'm happy. I'm proud of myself. And if you're rolls to astonish, he's going to give a quick lowdown on the Vampire's Codex. And while he's doing that in the chat, I'm going to go on to other stuff, and I'll go back to see what he writes up. So we got the limited run Victorious cover as well. Troller Games makes I'm torn because I love how pretty and clean they make some of their stuff, but for a limited run, you're like, oh, I kind of want more, because it's just they just do a limited run cover like these, and they're gorgeous looking sitting out, but it's literally all the internals are the same, and it's just a really cleaned up, presentable cover. So, also from Troll Lord, Amazing Adventures, the companion. Amazing Adventure Manuals of Monsters, and the core Amazing Adventures rule book. All the limited print covers. Amazing Adventures is actually really cool. I dig it a lot. I think it also uses the Castles and Crusade engine. Or does it? I think it does. Well, it's their Siege engine, I think is what it's called. So, whereas Amazing Adventure, so Victorious is like steampunky, and then this Amazing Adventures is like Indiana Jones time frame, but there's like magic and stuff in the world as well. Then this was super cool that was sent to us. Apotheosis. So, I was like, what the heck is this? I had no clue. So, took off the really cool, like I can see through the apotheosis. It's cut out. So it's got that sleeve. And then there's another sleeve. And I was like, what is this? This is a limited run book for War Machine. And if you know, War Machine is a tabletop miniature game. Now this is gorgeous. It's number 987 of 2000. And so the one cool thing about this is War Machine does have a tabletop RPG. So this gives backstory on characters that you could use. But when it comes down to it, I'm going to probably put this up for auction or trade or something for War Machine fans that want this, because this is super cool, and I guarantee there's War Machine people out there that want this, because War Machine is a really large gaming group pot, and this is I've never seen this before. Super duper cool. Okay, a little backstory on the vampire game Enix donated to us. So, Vampire Codex is a D100 system where you're a vampire from a line created by people getting cursed by God for horrible sins. Okay. Clans include Cain's clan, Brutus Aurelius, Ptolemy, and more. All have unique powers and all have unique powers and is as much more cooperative tone to it than something like World of Darkness's obsession with backstabbing. The system gets a bit crunchy though. Yes, there's a lot of backstabbing that can and does happen within the World of Darkness systems. So it's interesting to see, they're taking a little different look on vampires. D100's interesting because not too many of them out there. And then our last book of the week. So, Gygax presents Fantasy Master Ashiba, Greek Africa. So this is based on Fantasy Master was post TSR. So he left TSR in 86, 87, something like that. And then I can't remember when Fantasy Master came out. Fantasy Master came out, I think, 86, 87, if I recall. And I need to get some more books for it, but this was cool to come across. This is just covering. Well, it's funny because it has the Greek helmet, but then it's got the the Zulu shield with a more Roman-esque spear. So. It's a very confused book. I love it. By Robert J. Blake, Frank Mentzer, who is still putting stuff out because I think he is still around, and I think he just put out a new game just recently. I need to reach out to him. And Jeff O'Hare. I don't know if Jeff O'Hare is still around. Okay, that is all of our game donations and acquisitions. So we will go back to my tiny little head in the corner. There I am. And let's go on to, for all of those that can't keep their wallets in their pants while we go over crowdfunding stuff, we are moving on to crowdfunding stuff. So, and remember, everybody needs to back Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles tomorrow. Please, I want this to go gangbusters. Okay, this has 69 hours to go. Everybody in the audience going, sweet. This is the 25th anniversary of the Deadlands Night Train. Huge. I probably need to pick this up just because I'm a huge Deadlands fan. They're doing well, $115,000, 1,800 backers. Deadlands and the Savage Worlds doing so well. Oh man, I love it. And Night Train is one of the biggest settings they've ever they had done. The vampires in it were super awesome. I do little kind of fun stuff of you being like one shots using vampire stuff. Except my vampires are little rarer and more vicious. Oh, apparently I am a backer. Gunbelt. So they have 18 days to go. So you never know when you're going to find out about stuff. Because I searched Kickstarter for RPGs. This didn't come up in anything. But it came up on my wife's Instagram as an ad. Alien and robot cowboys ride dinosaurs across the interstellar Wild West in this new tabletop RPG from Geekster Games. And they have 18 days to go. They're long ways from their goal at the moment, but Rolls to Astonish, does it have the classic rules version? Are you talking about on the Deadlands Night Train? It's all the Savage World stuff. It's not. There's no nothing for old school Deadlands in there. So, Real Fun Studios has 5 created, 60 backed, and they've got some other RPG stuff. So this looks. I love the idea behind this, and smart people. They've got a quick start guide. I love it when it's an unknown work and you get a quick start. Here's a quick sample of your character sheet, not the final design. Love. Hang on, see if I can make this bigger. I want everybody to see the cute. Look. That's even better than how I draw. And it's color. I love it. Okay. Levi, the first bot. Howler and the Sorrel. So you can get the core rulebook, physical offset print. Let's see. There we go. $1 gets you PDF of the quick start. $25 gets you the PDF and the quick start. Hellbender, Stable Hand. $60 gets you those and the book. Let's see. PDF quick start, PDF core rules, PDF of the burden cards, and the physical core rulebook. Avian Jockey gets you all the PDFs as well as the physical rulebook, a deck of burden cards, music soundtrack download. I'm loving that more games are doing soundtracks. That is super duper cool. And then 6 custom dice. I like these D6. I want a better look at these D6. Those are cool. As if that's... The 125 level. Let's see. PDFs, a deck of burden cards, a deck of dig. I don't know what dig is. Music soundtrack, 6 custom dice, a lapel pin, a sticker set, a physical copy of On a Roll by Ryan Faricelli. This level also includes all digital stretch goals. Arrowroot Horticulturist. Holy cow. So $400. It gets you... And an opportunity to work with a designer to build your own town that will appear in the book. Okay, that's kind of cool. 500. And an opportunity to work with a designer to build a character that will appear in the book. And this one will get you a original piece of artwork that appears in the bestiary in the book. So... Gunbelt was created by Ryan Faricelli with Rob Alderman and Ashley Rayburn. The world and mechanics were developed by Ryan and Ashley. Ryan is a writer and Rob is the producer of the game. See if I can... I was trying to look at their badge, see what their event they're at. How nerdy are we that we're like, So this is, we'll go back to the top, see where they're based. Cleveland, Tennessee. That would explain some of the aesthetics. I always like to see like where people live and see how the aesthetics. What you doing down there, little one? Hi. Come here. I got a visitor. She's gonna get you. Oh, my camera froze again. What is going on? It does not like its new position. Huh? So I'm in the process of rearranging my office, and she's enjoying hunting around. She'll be a year old soon. She's still tiny. She weighs about 6 pounds, which is so small for a cat, especially when your other cat is 20 pounds. See, I will never pronounce a bestiary as bestiary. I have never pronounced it that way because I know that it's a bestiary, but it's one of those things that it has all loads of manner of beasts in it, so it'll always be a bestiary to me, not a bestiary. I do know the difference, though. Thought this was neat. It's coming out of Hong Kong. It's a very intriguing product. So, Goblin Dice, transforming the way you throw. It's got a little e-ink display, dice type, throw count. So it's got fake dice in it. It's got, from what I understand, it has these dice. Stop chewing on. No. Thumbtack in the wall that has intrigued the cat. So it's got the dice inside. Oh, hang on. Let's watch the video. 'Cause I'm intrigued by the idea of it. basically a dice cup without dice. It's a neat idea. I don't know. I'm never 100% sold on things like this. You know, they're doing the, you know, it's brass and leather, which is cool, but I just don't know how. So it's absolutely random, multiple dice types. And now, if it's programmed with if it's programmed with DCC dice as well, Dungeon Crawl Classic dice, that could be, you know, kind of awesome. It is cool that it shows you what is rolled. A simulated randomness. Eco-friendly kinetic energy. I like the ideas of it, but, you know, I'm also like, how well is it gonna work? Let's see. Well, super early bird. There's still some left. $99 to get one. They're gonna be $180 when they're when they go on sale. The standard package is $189 for 2. Advanced is set of 4. What are you doing, little one? So you can buy as 1, 2, or 4. So I'm intrigued. I think that's one of these things that you want to see it in hand first. Have they created anything else? It's their second item. I don't know. I think it's a neat idea, but it also, I mean, it takes up a lot more space than, you know, a set of dice. And, you know, you're not often using more than, you know, a set to be brutal in most games. And doesn't work for every game because, like, original Deadlands, you may roll 4d12, but you don't need the total. You need to know what the highest dice was. And I don't know how it would work for exploding dice. So, games that I love, it doesn't work for. That's kind of funny. Let's see. Expect 3 visitors. So, Halloween's tomorrow. And then we've got Thanksgiving, which actually is, I think, this Thursday in Canada. Or was it? Did it already happen?
It already happened.
Yeah. It's always like a month ahead of American Thanksgiving, something like that. So yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago. But after that is Christmas. So you might be thinking about what games you're going to play in the Christmas time frame. Hey, buddy. Other visitor. Say hello. Oh, giant beast. I'll move that over there. No, you want there. You know, for years I've said no cats on the on my desk, and well, he made me break it this year. Anyways, it is Christmas time coming up in a couple months, so not a bad time to think about having fun one-shots for Christmas. And this is a great little one-shot. So, inspired by Scrooge, and help horrible people find redemption in this tabletop RPG story. So, I think you know what you're getting into here. Worlds Without Number has 25 hours to go. This is a reprint of Worlds Without Numbers. So there's been it did well and has had, you've got Stars Without Numbers, you've got all kinds of other games that have been built off of the Without Number system. So this is just a Kickstarter to do another printing of the original Worlds Without Number, which is cool. Yeah, you got Stars Without Number, City Without Number, and I thought there was another one. That's my mouse. Please stop stepping on my mouse. Morticians, 28 hours to go. So this is one we looked at a couple weeks ago. What, beast? And this one looked really cool. This is their first RPG, and I kind of like how it's set up. So I love it. It's a zombie crawl, and the morticians are the people going out and putting the zombies down, which I think is pretty funny. Don't just be a survivor. Be a hero. Become a mortician. This was I just looked odd. I hadn't looked at it. Sorrel RPG. Whose turn is it? Everyone's. Clever new tabletop RPG. Simultaneous turns. Cooperative spellcasting. Fast yet deep combat. An adventure in every genre. So they're just over their goal. 23 days to go. So I like to try to find like just on the platform and ready to go off the platform. So radiation burn, 9 generated and 21 backed. So a co-op adventure. Okay, DM describes. Yes, they're describing an RPG in non-RPG terms. Kind of interesting. Cinematic drama. What are you doing, buddy? Yes, it's a new shelf. Finally got shelf, and so the streaming computer is going to be over here while I do everything on everything else on this computer. And that way, I can offload. I don't know how it's going to work. I'm working on it. Maybe I can put my laptop over there too. I don't know. All kinds of things. So this looks interesting. It looks like it's all digital. You get STLs. Everything is in PDF. And it's got something for a lot of different genres. Scurvy buggers! So our friends over at Ninth Level Games, they've been making awesome, crazy games since like 1999. And their first big game was Kobolds Ate My Baby. So they have 2 core systems that they build things off of now. Their Polymorph system and their Mazes system. Polymorph is really easy, quick and easy to learn. You have few stats. I handed people, they make... no, I have mazes right here. I don't have any polymorph stuff. But it is a quick and simple system to learn and build from. And it's pretty cool because you can kind of tweak it for whatever setting you're using. So, role-playing at sea. Scurvy buggers. You play as a crew of pirates. So let's see. For $12, you get a cat's butt in your screen. Yeah. I'm talking about you. For $12, you get the Scurvy Buggers PDF and the print and play companion deck. For $15, you get the book and the PDF. For $30, you get Scurvy Buggers Deluxe. You get the RPG, the PDF, a Scurvy Buggers patch, and a companion card deck. You are just being obnoxious, aren't you? 20-pound cat not getting his way. You don't have to love books. Okay, you have to love books. Cats don't have to love books. If you get a retailer version of $60, you get 8 copies. The Queer Gamer pack is $75, so you get Savage Sisters. I don't know. The Women Are Werewolves, and then Scurvy Buggers, and then the early packs were all gone. But you get your stats are adventure, freedom, gold, and mischief. But I love most everything that 9th level puts out, and these are, and the polymorph system is great, easy to learn. Love it, and they're always cheap to get into. I mean, the deluxe pack is $30. So you get a patch, you get the cards, you get the book, and you get the PDF. If you just want the book physically, it's only $15. So I love the polymorph stuff. Let's see, Ironborg. Effie is. You're gonna knock that over, and that's gonna piss me off. Stop. You don't. I know it has corners. I'm gonna put you down. There. Go on your stool. So this is Fe Borg. The symbol for iron is Fe. So it's Ironborg, and the scary fairy folk metal RPG based on Morkborg. So this is really cool because in folklore, fairies are like allergic to wrought iron, stuff like that. It's pretty cool. So that, I think, super clever, because a lot of people are going to call it, Fe Borg or Feyborg. I'm always going to call it Ironborg. I would love to get a copy of this. That cover is, that's bitchin'. Your true brave heart is ours for a year and a day. So you can receive updates for $3. For $18, you get the PDF and a print-on-demand option. And $36 gets you the hardbound physical copy. That's not bad. And then the $66 is the Iron Patron. For those uniquely committed to telling the world Fae are terrifying, support Ironborg at this tier to get your true name or name of your choosing written in the book for eternity, as well as having your copy signed by the Drakes. We'll also generate an additional community copy in your honor when the final PDF is released. Aww. The Wild Hunt, $222. Get everything from above, plus enough digital copies of Feyborg for your entire group. Then sit down with your own party and play sessions with Sean from a couple of Drakes as your GM. And then Algon, the early bird's worm. So I think this is really neat because, honestly, if you read through a lot of old fairy tales stuff, fairies and stuff are, I have no clue how we got to, Tinkerbell from, just read into old European folklore and see how horrifying fairies actually are. Light Fantasy, 8 hours to go. We've looked at this one. I just wanted to bring it up again because it's only got a few hours left, and they are over their pledge, over what they were looking for, and this is their first game. So $13 gets you the PDF, $20 gets you a hardbound book, and I'm going through this one kind of quick because it's about to close out, but it's one that I've talked about 2 other times. See, Moonlight on Roseville Beach. The original game of disco and cosmic horror. I I love that description. It's hilarious. So they were looking for 4,000. They got 17 days to go. I love the art they're using, the old pulp art. So, our Rook Studio, 4 created, 295 back. Wow, that is a lot. So, $12, follow along and get add-ons. $12, just the mystery series. No books, just the mystery series. Pick up zines in print or PDF, art cards, hoodies, and t-shirt add-ons. Digital items fulfilled by Drive-Thru RPG. Community hardship PDF and print on demand. $28 is PDF and print on demand bundle. Bubble. $39 is the paperback bundle. A discounted original paperback edition of Moonlight on Roseville Beach. $50 gets you the hard case detective bundle, a hardback copy. Retailers only, discounted wholesale. I really do like the art that they chose for this. This is pretty cool. This is your Roseville Beach. A Game Master's Book of Secrets 2. Looks like a very well put together game series. And again, I love the pulpy look of it. Adventure Conquer King System Imperial Imprint. Axe II. So Axe came out a number of years ago, and this is their update to it. Axe has was a really cool. I need to see if we can get a copy of Axe, and then now Axe 2. Like the faux wood grain. Welcome to the Adventure Conquer King System Imperial Imprint, or Axe 2, or Axe II. New edition of the acclaimed best-selling fantasy role-playing game. Within the pages of Axe II, you'll find everything you need to enjoy basic fantasy campaigns. Hang on a second. People choosing to do noisy things while I'm trying to stream. Super awesome. Like, hey, let's fry food right outside your door. Could have picked either not cook now, or could have, picked something quieter to cook. Okay. Meow, I know, it's the end of the world. Oh, I'm not paying attention to you. But I have played stuff in the original Axe system. And quiet, buddy. Let's see, $1 to back it, you believe in it. $50 gets you the PDF of all 3 books. $75 gets you revised rulebook cover in hardback and in PDF. $100 gets you the rulebook in hardcover, PDF of all 3 books. $150 gets you the core rulebook, the judge's rulebook in hardcover, and then everything else in PDF. $200 gets you all 3 books in hardcover and then the PDFs. $375 gets you I'm going to start going to these little detail pages because these actually work better. Let's see. So Patron gets you the hardcover of all 3 books, the PDFs, commissioned illustration, okay, and a judge's screen. 400 gets you all 3 in hardcover, all the PDFs. Then 4 copies of the core rulebook. Okay, that's cool. 4 copies of the core rulebook, and the judge's journal, and your monster manual or monstrous manual. I'm trying to read that screen. Hey, buddy. No, I know. It's the end of the world because I'm trying to do stuff and not pay attention to you. There, you can hang out right there. So the Autarch. 4 revised core rulebooks, the judge's journal, the monstrous manual, all of them PDF, the judge's screen, the 3-volume wood slipcase, the 2 illustrations, a commission adventure, and a magic ritual. Retailer edition, and then the Autarch Supreme, like this. Deluxe popular wood 3-volume slipcase, commission 2 illustrations, the adventure, the magic ritual, and commission monster with illustration. You are a pain in the butt today, but it is a cool game. The original was a cool game. I'm sure that he spent the last few years really cleaning the system up even more. And it is definitely a higher fantasy. Buddy, you gotta come on, buddy. 20 pounds of impatience, must pay attention. Super high fantasy, very, very cool world. Let's see, Vampire Queen 5th edition and 10th edition anniversary soft covers. So this is Dark Wizard Games, and Mark sent us. So I bought something off his website. Then he saw who we were, and he sent me a copy of all of his modules for me, and a copy all for the library. Now they're awesome OSE modules, definitely with a adult theme to them, because they're really marketed towards adult gamers. They're not for the middle schoolers, and so it's 2 36-page soft covers plus PDF RPG modules, levels 10 through 14 for D&D 1E and 5E, Osric, or OSR role-playing, ready to print and ship. So it's a reprint with new art and stuff of his first one, and also doing a 5E variation of it, which is super cool. And this bit of art here is the original cover. I love it. It's actually, I've read through it. It's a really cool, they're really good modules. And they're very done up, very old school style. Wow, you're driving me bonkers, cat, today. Why? Why are you doing what you're doing? Stop sitting in front of what I'm trying to read. And I can't move it because if I move, what? Oh, you drive me bonkers today, kitty. There. There you go. You can sit there. Okay. So 10 years ago, he put out his Hanging Coffins, the Vampire Queen, and I really want to run some people through it. So $50 gets you both soft covers plus PDFs of the first edition version of the 10th anniversary and the 5th edition version of the Maximum Mayhem #1. Drive me bonkers, kitty. Find a spot to sit. How is it you can sit all day long and do nothing but come in my office and you can't do anything but wander around in front of everything I'm trying to do? There. Nope. You just stay right there. So, if you just want the first edition module, it's only $10 in PDF. If you want the 5e module, it's $10 in PDF. $20 gets you both in PDF. He has other modules, all original 5th edition PDFs. You get 2 of them, so $10 a piece. Soft cover, if you just want the first edition anniversary, it's $25 for physical plus PDF. If you want the 5e, it's $25. Recipes from the Whistling Pig. Whistling Pig is a reoccurring bar in his campaigns. It's the famous and it's also the famous tavern in the Borderlands. The book contains 16 real-world recipes you can use in your own home cooking. So, if you want all the first edition PDFs, $35 and get you all of them in PDF. I love it when people actually put all their old stuff in as additional goals, or as you can pick up additional stuff. So he was only looking for 500. He's near 7,000. He's got 13 days to go. So we'll see him again maybe in 2 weeks. This might end on a Sunday. Drowned Valley of Gorth. 4 hours to go. Hadn't seen this one before. It's an old school adventure, so it's for 5e and OSR. So it's out of the Netherlands. They've created multiple games. So this is a weird one because it's 3 created, 0 backed. And so what that tells me is they probably have kept all their backing through their personal accounts. So this is a campaign for OSR. And again, out of the Netherlands. So you can get digital only for $6, and $11 gets you digital plus print. You can become a producer, and for $27, and you get your name listed in the credits as an executive producer. And then all the other stuff is already gone. Unnatural Selections, Volume 2. So if you like Mutant Crawl classics, they're at 3,000 of they've got 4 days to go. So they just make awesome monster data sheets and stuff for Mutant Crawl classics, and they're really good. I wish I had their first edition stuff. And I 100% support the backing of this one. $7 gets you in PDF. $12 gets you in print. Merchant package is $140, and that's it. Straightforward, super simple. For the Lord RPG, Apostles of the Apocalypse. A Christian evangelist tabletop RPG set in post-apocalyptic gonzo world with OSR and D&D vibes. Whew. Now, I brought this one up because Christian evangelist. So I don't know if... so a lot of people always talk about, the satanic panic and stuff. And the vast majority of that is long gone. In fact, you have people, that will get down on, Christians for trying to create an RPG. Like, oh, the satanic, because of the satanic panic or whatever like that. And it's like, I remember when the Satanic Panic was happening, and my family had a game store, and my dad used to go out and talk to people about D&D, and hey, you're playing the good guys, blah blah blah. And now I see people my age or a little younger that are religious individuals that are creating RPGs using their faith, and I love seeing that because we've come a long ways from the Satanic Panic. And again, I tell people, never be worried about the person picketing your store. One, they're free advertising because everybody's like, oh, what's going on over there? Two, if you can have a conversation with them, then you can usually reason with them. If you can't have a conversation with them, because I did media for years, run into plenty of protesters that don't want to hear anything different than what is in their brain. And that's a more recent phenomenon in my life. Protesters I ran into in the 80s and 90s were willing to talk. Protesters nowadays, some are. You got to find out because, I like I said, did media for years, so it's really cool to see. We've come in the last 50 years from you had Christian groups that were role-playing games are horrible. Then you had other groups that were going, look at those people are picketing that store. We have to get rid of that store. Again, never worry about the picketers. Always worry about the person that's trying to get laws to ban you. Not a hero. Play as an NPC of your favorite fantasy RPGs. This was just an interesting idea. I don't know where they were going with this. Instead of wielding swords or casting, you find yourself in the shoes of ordinary folk like innkeepers, blacksmith, tailors. You may not have the grandeur of a hero, but your influence on the fate of the world is far from ordinary. So it is an interesting take on playing in a world, but I just don't know how. This is one that I have to see played out because I've read through this and I get it, but it's also, I think, one that people have to really see played. Steel and Scale. This only has 39 hours left. High fantasy in the age of industry. So imagine, early 1900s, but with magic and the like. And it's by I thought they've done more. I thought there were more games that they had put out, but this one does look really cool. There's a lot of neat artwork. Looks like it's well put together, and it will be done soon. This one has 12 hours to go. So this is 2 modules for old school, first edition, second edition, BX, BECME, Pathfinder, Osric, DCC, Sword and Wizardry, and all other SARs. And I need to reach out to this person. I've said that before. They're here where I live. So, and this ends very soon. Need to find where they game. So $1, helping cause, no reward. $16 gets you both in PDF. $36 gets you both in print. $52 gets you everything that they've done so far in PDF. $150 gets you all that they've done in its 10 total modules. So it's $15 module. That's not too bad. And there's a cool variety. I love that artwork. There's a very cool variety of art. And from what we've looked at in the past, this looks kind of cool. Dungeon Delve side quest. And that's not. Okay, Game Found. Tiny Library. Love Tiny Library. Only 5 hours left. This is their modern fantasy. So tiny library, really small card-based role-playing games. Super cool and really a lot of fun to play. Really fast to learn. This is just their most recent one, and for $20 you can get a deck of cards that is your RPG to go. And this has 3 days left. I love the idea behind it. It is you can get it built or unbuilt. It is a physical wooden laser cut. Those are some good machines. Puzzle book. So the really cool thing, and you can like rearrange and like you can take it apart and change the puzzles and stuff inside, which is really cool. So you can actually have physical puzzles for your players to try to complete. I would love this, and I also would hate this so much. As a player, someone who despises puzzles just because of how my brain works, I can't let a puzzle go until I'm done with it. So this would drive me bananas, but I know so many people that would totally love having something like this at their table. So, Humble Bundle, the best of Warhammer RPGs from Cubicle 7, an officially licensed Games Workshop. So this is the fantasy. What is the new Warhammer? See if I can get it. Oh, of course not. Why can I not think of the new Warhammer fantasy setting? Age of Sigmar. So you get some Age of Sigmar books. You get then you get the Wrath and Glory core book, Wrath and Glory Game Master Screen, Redacted Records, and Forsaken System Player's Guide. Then you get the Warhammer Fantasy Core Rulebook. This is their 4th edition, if I recall correct. Game Master Screen, Rough Nights and Hard Days, and Up in Arms. The Wrath and Glory Starter Set, Null Hypothesis, Gustava's Commandos, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay Starter Set, One Shots of Reichland and Buildings of Reichland. Oh, geez, there's more. Crash and Burn, Trouble Brewing, the starter set for Warhammer Age of Sigmar RPG. And then a coupon for $15 off of stuff from Cubicle 7. And Cubicle 7 puts out a lot of really cool stuff. So for $18, you get 24 books in PDF, and they're all good systems if you know Warhammer. A lot of fun. And then a coupon. Then this is the last couple days left of the Renegade Games Month of Darkness. So it has 4 days left. So it's got the Vampire the Masquerade core book, Hunter the Reckoning core book, then several of the books for different vampire groups, and then different cities. And there's just a ton of stuff if you're interested in playing Vampire or Hunter. And then also Werewolf came out this year. So that's not included in this, but then let's look at the bundle of holding. Let's see. So, Palladium Apocalypse. Let's see, $10. I love when Palladium. Palladium doesn't do this stuff all that much. So $10, you get Splicers, System Failure, and Dead Rain, the zombie apocalypse game. So really cool. I love this one. And then if you go up to $28.59, you get all that plus the Splicers I Am Legion and 7 Dead Rain source books. Civilization Gone, Dark Places, Endless Dead, Fear the Reaper, Graveyard Earth, Hell Followed, and In the Face of Death. Awesome. That is a ton of stuff. So, really love. I'm a big fan of Palladium stuff. I know they get a bad rack out there, but hey, for $10 you can pick up some of their non-Rift stuff and see if you like it. Not a bad deal. 13 days left on that. DCC funnels. So $10. You start off with Veiled Vaults of the Onyx Queen, Attack of the Frogs, Curse of the Cragbridge, Fire in the Mountain, The Peasants Fell Bargain, Sword in the Jungle Deep. And then if we go up to $20.69, you get all that plus Bloom of the Blood Garden, The Bane of the Ancients, a 0-level funnel for Mutant Crawl Classics, Death Slaves of Eternity, Trapped as Undead Servants in the Crypt of a Mad Sultan. That sounds bonkers. The Exodus of Wolfbane, and The Prison of Mad Gods. Nice. 22 days to go on that one. Let's see, Arkham Gazette. 1 day, 23 hours. $10. This is, think all. Yeah, this is all supporting stuff for the Call of Cthulhu game. So $10, you get 5 issues of the Arkham Gazette, issues 0 through 4, magazine about Miskatonic County in Call of Cthulhu, and then the Miskatonic Scenario Guide. Don't wander the banks of the Miskatonic without this guide. So, if you like Call of Cthulhu, this is, I have seen these. These are really cool, expansive stuff. Let's see. Cult, Lost Divinity. So $15, you get into Cult, the Lost Divinity. I think this is the most recent one, version of Cult. Yeah, Cult 4th edition. They're working on a 5th edition, if I recall correct, but that's a couple years out. The Cult GM screen, Cult reference deck, and then if you go up to 2610, you get all that plus the Black Madonna, a gigantic campaign leading from the USSR to the Inferno. It's a 176-page campaign. That's a huge, huge campaign. Tartacum and Other Tales, 7 short standalone scenarios, 232 pages. And then Cult Tarot cards. Love Cult. It is a very dark, dark game. And then you can get Cults, Whispers, and Secrets. So $20. This is all like add-on stuff for Cult. Cult Beyond the Darkness and Madness. Variant settings for Cult, plus lots of game mastering advice. Cult Labyrinth and Secret Labyrinths and Secret Chambers. So then you get Screams and Scenarios. So if you already have Cult, you just want some additional stuff, or if you do pick up Divinity Lost, there you go. And then this has 1 day, 2 days left, basically. We've looked at this one a few times. This one's popped up twice this year. So $10, you get Alone on a Journey. All these are like journaling based RPGs. So these are individuals. The 7 Wonders. This is 7 different journaling games in one book. We have a physical copy. Apothecaria, and then more stuff for Apothecaria. And Recipe on Kimmy paper about delicious food and the communities who prepare it. Then if you go up to $20.38, you get all those, plus The Slow Knife, Curse of the House of Rookwood, Not to Demon, Liar! Oh, and Bleak Spirit. So these are really cool. They're great for just like boosting your creativity, getting going, getting those creative juices going, and just having fun, kind of just a way for you to step away from yourself and expand your own creativeness, your own imagination. So, well, we're not gaming tomorrow night. We're going to game on Thursday because tomorrow's Halloween. So we want all of you to go and game and have fun with have fun with your friends. Go deal with trick or treaters. Go to a party. Go over to somebody's house and carve a pumpkin while you're playing an RPG. Do something fun and get out and enjoy the holiday. This is just such a unique holiday that's it's not tied to family and stuff. You can go do, if you don't have family to go do fun stuff with, go find friends and, watch a scary movie, play a scary RPG, download a copy of Dread and go get a Jenga tower to play it. Go do 10 candles. Do something fun and spooky. Do a cool one shot with your friends. It's a great time. Go spend some time with people. So we will game on Thursday, and I thank you all for tuning in. And well, that is the end of our roundup for today. We did get some really cool games in. Look forward to playing Dallas here in the future. And till next time, you all have fun and go game with some people. Be good humans. And now the library is closed.